Graham, well, you couldn't have asked for much more.
Look, it was pleasing. It was pleasing. It was a real good all-round performance from start to finish. The game fizzled out in the second half. To be honest, we got I think it was the fourth goal, and it fizzled out. But no exaggeration, we could have come in 5-6 goals in the first half. We were really, really good. So look, let's put it in our back pocket and build on it. We didn't have a nice feeling last Saturday, albeit our performance was okay and we created. But we've got a really good feeling this Saturday, and that's football, I suppose.
You took a lot of confidence clearly from that win over Charlton in midweek. That energy, that press was there again. It got its rewards very early on in the game.
Yeah, I said that to the lads there. I said it to them after Charlton, Cheltenham, Accrington, over the course of pre-season. That is what we're about, and when we come off that and when we don't play with them intense levels, we tend to struggle. But what was really pleasing today was there was a lot of combination play in midfield. The first goal come from us defending a corner. Nick catches it and we break out like the Red Arrows. So there was a lot of work that we have been doing, and to see that transfer from the training ground into the pitch was really pleasing. And it was all around a good solid home performance and a good week. If I take last Saturday out of the equation and just go from Sunday, it was okay. The week was okay.
2 goals for Will Evans, named man of the match, tireless running. He must be very pleased with his performances.
Yeah, look, we've had this with Will since I come in through the front door. Will has been he's been a real force. He's been a real driving force at the club, on the training ground, whether he's left wing back or whether he's up front. Will just needs to add that clinical side to his game. He just needs to add that finish, that goal. And I hope the week would have given him a real boost, a real confidence boost, because let me tell you, those 2 strikers worked their socks off, Seb and Will Evans, and it's just putting them finishing touches to the moves, and hopefully they'll gain a lot of confidence from what they've done on Tuesday and what they've done tonight. So we just have to watch them. We just have to be careful with them, because fatigue will kick in. They won't be able to do that every game. They won't be able to do that every week. So we'll have to nurture them along and use them when they're fresh.
I was going to say, you've said you wanted a striker. Omar Bogle's likely to miss the next 2 games at least. Still, nothing has changed your mind. Even if you score 4 goals, you still want an extra forward. Yeah, look, I think we're searching for another striker. Yeah, because you can see the lads 60, 65, 70 minutes, the amount of work rate, the effort, the commitment they put in. You could see them tiring a little bit. But listen, I still think we were strong at the end, but you can't see them tiring given the graft that they put in. So they might need replacing, they might need, and as I just said, we're not going to be able to flog them for 40, 50 games a season. They're not going to be able to do that. So you know, your energy levels deplete as the season goes on. So yes, another striker would be ideal for us, to be fair. Despite defeat at Accrington last week being perhaps not deserved, certainly in terms of the 3 goals, it wouldn't have done much to those who think that you're going to have a struggle this season. What do you say to them today, or is this just one step along the way?
I don't really mind what people say, to be quite honest with you. I'm focused on that group in the change room. I'm focused on the football club. I've got a job to do here, and the remit hasn't changed. We're in that situation. We get on with it, and we're loving it. We're enjoying it. We're all pulling in the one direction. You heard the fans tonight. The fans have been tremendous. The fans have been absolutely unbelievable, to be quite honest with you. And you heard them this afternoon. I keep saying tonight, I don't know why, but you heard them this afternoon. They've been brilliant. And once we have their backing, and they're the ones that count, so people can say what they want. The fans are the ones that count. The fans are the proper fans, are the ones that I'll be listening to. I won't be listening to all the noise from elsewhere. But we still have a massive challenge on our hands. We still have a massive challenge to conquer, and I hope we can have more days like this.
Finally, Graham, news emerging on Thursday about talks with 2 interested parties about a takeover at the club. Long way to go. What have you been told? Does it affect your role or job in any way?
I wouldn't have a clue, and that's not me being ducking a question. I concentrate on the football. I concentrate on the dressing room, the bond I have with the players, the bond I have with the supporters, myself, the players and the supporters. We'll probably be the last to know. We don't want to know, really, to be quite honest. I'd rather just concentrate on football. I'm a football man. I can't change it. I can't control it. So therefore, it's out of my remit. You would probably have to ask somebody who's a higher pay grade than myself. But I'm concentrating on the players, I'm concentrating on the supporters, and we're us three together, the coaching staff, the players and the supporters. We want more days like this. Anything that goes on in the background, that's club business, not mine.
Very well done today, thanks for your time.
Brilliant, thank you.
I was thinking back to Tranmere at the end of that, thinking, last year I was thinking, those defenders better not annoy you by letting one slip, so it's a clean sheet as well, which you'll be pleased with.
Yeah, look, we made one or two little errors last Saturday and we got punished, so that's always in the back of your mind. We made an error on Tuesday night and that's in the back of your mind as well. So look, make no bones about it, at any stage, had Doncaster changed or had Doncaster scored, the flow of the game and the way the game went might have been totally different. So yes, I'm always conscious of allowing the opposition in. I don't like giving cheap things away, cheap goals away, because we don't get cheap goals. We have to work really, really hard for our awards. So yeah, I'm trying to hammer home that clean sheet mentality. I'm trying to hammer home that winning mentality, and hopefully today is a little step in the right direction. But by no means will I, the players, the coaching staff, or the supporters get carried away with it. We know there's a massive road ahead of us. There's a massive challenge ahead of us, and we'll meet that challenge head on. And fingers crossed we can achieve and we can be successful with that challenge.
Imagine your message is the same as it was after Charlton. It's now Crewe next. You want to keep this building.
Yeah, that's all you can do, really. I go back to when I was a player. We come through this division with Argyle, Plymouth Argyle, and I always remember the manager. We didn't have a great August, and I always remember the manager telling us, believing in us, and telling us the performances were important. And the building blocks were important, and I always referred back to Paul Sturrock and when he was managing myself, and I'd go on the phone to him and quite a lot, just to pick his brains. And he said the same to me after the game last week: just concentrate on performances. If performances are there, you can't control anything else. We were unlucky last Saturday, but we were very good on Tuesday and we're very good again today. Now, we can't rest on that. We need to be very good every week, not just this week, every week. And hopefully with the new faces in the changing room, the new dynamic to us, as you can see, we're probably a little bit more dynamic and a little bit more ball orientated this season than we were last season. And we do play some really good football at times, but again, we have to build that, we have to make that grow, and we have to get better at that.
You're encouraged by the way the new boys have, we're 3 games in, but they seem to have settled in nicely. Sort of
Look, football, I'm encouraged this week. Yeah. I'll be able to go home and speak to my wife. It was her birthday last weekend and we went out for a meal and I didn't speak much to her, so I owe her an apology, and I want to just go home tonight and have a little beer with my missus and speak to her really this week and have a smile on my face, because I think I maybe ruined her birthday last weekend because obviously, but look, it's the job I'm in, it's a business I'm in, it's a results orientated business, and I am a passionate man. It's very, very difficult to smile and laugh off a defeat and just park a defeat. You always analyse it. But yeah, look, I'm pleased this evening, but I'll wake up in the morning and Crewe will be the next opponent. Crewe will be the next thing on my mind, and I'll probably spend the best part of tomorrow, don't tell the wife this yet, but I'll probably spend the best part of tomorrow studying Crewe, looking at them and trying to organise something to come up with for ourselves against them on Tuesday. So that's just the life we live as professional coaches, managers.
Towards the end of the game was receiving a bit of treatment, bandage. What happened there?
Little cut on his ear, and I don't know what was going on. Like I just said to him, he played for me all day long. As soon as he shows blood, claret, because that's right up my street. That's part of our DNA. So he had a little nick on his ear. I don't know what he was whinging about or crying about. He'll get it patched up. He'll go home and get a kiss and a cuddle tonight, and he'll wake up in the morning. There won't be any problems. It was just a little nick. I've got bigger nicks shaving. So listen, he's fine. He's okay. He just probably had to get a bandage to keep his brains in place.
Looking at Crewe now on Tuesday, what are you expecting from them, or is it too early to say?
Like I say, I'll have a little look at them in the morning. We'll see what shape they are. We'll see the personnel. We'll have. It's always a tough encounter when you go to Crewe. On the back of that as well, I've got to be careful of us lot because of the energy levels on Tuesday night and on today. So I need to be careful of that. I need to have a look and really probably sit down on Monday morning and see what they have left to give our Crewe. But we are fit. We are a fit team, so we should be okay. But I'm going to ask the lads to go again. I'm going to ask the lads more of the same. And I'd like to probably at this stage, like I said to you in August, I'd like to maybe concentrate on us and our performances rather than the opposition. But Crewe will be difficult. They're a technical team. I wasn't quite happy the last time we played them here. We should have secured a 2-1 win. Should have done a double over them last year, but we didn't. So that'll be at the forefront of my mind, I'm sure.